Remember how the pundits used to dismiss Donald Trump, say he couldn't win, couldn't be the Republican nominee, it was just a phase? I guess, as they say, don't believe everything you read, especially now that those same pundits seem to be overcompensating. In the wake of the Donald shock primary wins in New Hampshire, Nevada, South Carolina, and on Super Tuesday too, they've now gone to the other extreme. Here comes President Trump, they say. And after winning all those primaries and topping the opinion polls month after month, it does seem like a lot of Americans really like him. But do they? If you look at an average of national polls conducted in February, just 34% of voters who identified as Republicans backed Trump for president. But voters who identify as Republicans make up just 27% of all voters. So the proportion of Americans who actually backed Donald was 34% of 27%. If you're good at maths, that works out to around 9% of all voters. Yes, a measly 9%, or not that much more than the share of people who think the Apollo moon landings were faked, to quote pollster Nate Silver. And look, the Ku Klux Klan may love him, but Trump is far from Mr. Popular. A Gallup poll in January found 60% of Americans view Trump unfavorably. That's the lowest favorability rating of any wannabe presidential candidate from either party since Gallup began measuring in 1992. And as for the influential Hispanic vote, Trump claims to love Hispanics, but they don't love him. Still, in a conservative country like the US, isn't he more electable than female liberal establishment favorite Hillary Clinton, and especially Democratic socialist Bernie Sanders? You never know. Unless you look at the numbers, that is. The Huffington Post, which has tracked 87 polls from 18 pollsters, currently puts Hillary 5 points ahead of the Donald in a straight head-to-head battle. As for Sanders, well,
if you look at national polls and you want a candidate who is going to defeat Donald Trump, you're looking at that candidate.
He's right. Even the socialist is currently leading the billionaire nationally by between 6 and 9 points. So sure, the pundits were wrong. Trump is now the hot favorite to be the official Republican nominee for President of the United States.
We've done something that almost nobody thought could be done.
So help us God. But as for actually winning in November and moving his office from the Trump Tower to the West Wing next January, well, as we've seen, anything could happen, but I wouldn't bet on it.